Now to a crackdown from China that has led to a shakeup in Hong Kong. Nick Schifrin reports on how today's moves threaten the rule of law and an era of independence.
In the end, their final act of resistance was solidarity.
Together we stand!
Together we stand!
Today, the entire pro-democracy camp of legislators quit and held a press conference alongside their ousted colleagues.
There's no point to sit there like sitting ducks and be ousted one by one.
One of the legislators who resigned today was 63-year-old Claudia Mo. We spoke to her later by Skype.
Today would mean the final nail in the coffin of Hong Kong's being hammered in. They're telling Hong Kong people, especially those in the political sector, that if we don't like you in any way politically, we can chuck you out.
Hong Kong's Legislative Council has been the primary arena for pro-democracy politicians. They fight, often literally, laws they say erode the city's freedoms. Today, Beijing changed the rules to allow the Hong Kong government to remove pro-democracy legislators, even though they were democratically elected. The Hong Kong government is led by the pro-Beijing chief administrator, Carrie Lam.
Every lawmaker who enters such an important legislature must shoulder the responsibility of being loyal to the People's Republic of China so that we are able to have a political system dominated by patriots.
For Beijing, patriotism in Hong Kong means subservience. This summer, Beijing passed a new national security law that allowed police to arrest protesters not only for what they did, but also what they said. Hong Kong residents and visitors now face jail time if they ask for foreign assistance or call for Hong Kong independence. In August, police used the law to frog-march pro-democracy media tycoon Jimmy Lai out of his own newsroom and charge him with foreign collusion.
Hong Kong used to be such a robust international cosmopolitan city, and now it's become practically a police state, and people would need to guard their words, and it's very Orwellian. It's 1984.
Back in 1997, the British handed over Hong Kong, and under a deal known as One Country, Two Systems, Communist China promised Hong Kong could keep its British-written laws and independent judiciary, but turn over its defense and foreign policy. It was supposed to last 50 years. But last year, not even halfway to that half-century mark, millions of Hong Kong residents said Beijing was chipping away at freedoms that aren't available in mainland China. Those peaceful protests became violent. Beijing cracked down further, leading to the new national security law and today's announcement.
The authorities are now taking advantage of this coronavirus panic, and you wouldn't see 2 million Hong Kong people taking to the street to protest. The obedience would become a second nature, and everyone will just be reined in.
Today I signed legislation and an executive order.
Since the national security law, the Trump administration has punished Beijing. On Monday, the State Department sanctioned 4 security officials who have helped impose the law. In August, the U.S. sanctioned Carrie Lam, the police commissioner, and 8 others. In September, the U.S. issued a travel warning of the risk of, quote, arbitrary enforcement of local laws. And last month, the U.S. and 38 other countries signed a joint statement at the United Nations criticizing the national security law.
It violates Hong Kong's high degree of autonomy, and it directly threatens rights and freedoms.
Today, National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien called One Country, Two Systems a, quote, fig leaf for expanding one-party dictatorship in Hong Kong. But international judgment has not stopped Beijing or Hong Kong residents from leaving the city. Last month, Taiwanese protested to save the 12 Hong Kong residents caught and jailed for trying to flee Hong Kong. Their family members held a press conference and were so scared of government retribution, they covered their faces.
I do expect some sort of exodus from Hong Kong. I mean, you can't blame people, especially young couples with young children, with toddlers. They need to think of their children's future.
And today, Hong Kong's future looks like any other city in mainland China, without the pro-democracy lawmakers who once stood in the way. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Nick Schifrin.